Hey guys, all right. This is part two of the Amsoil fluid uh, that I bought, and this is part two of the video. So here it is. Got my invoice, my um, magazine wholesale price listed. Um, so you will get wholesale price if you join in the 6 month or a year refurbished customer. All right. Now I'll get straight into this here information about the fluids. Um, Here's the manual I have to see. Now the manual Let's talk about the transmission on my 98 Eclipse. It uses the transmission is called NV, which is New Venture T350, and the manual says for this transmission to use the fluid Mobile MS9417. That's for the 2.0 non-turbo. All right. Every model is different fluids. So either mobile or I think the dealer have changed it 4 times. Now the dealer recently have the newest fluid. It's called straight lubricant transmission, manual transmission lubricant. By the way, it's a manual transmission. All right. And before there, it's called MTX Texaco manual transmission fluid. But they changed over time. They changed like 4 times already. Um, so I bought a whole case of all fluids. Um, Transmission fluid. I bought 3/4 of Amsoil synthetic manual synchronous transmission fluid. The reason that I'm using Amsoil fluid for my transmission is I did full research on forums, online, from hearing people say here and there. I came up with the best solution to use for my fluids for my manual transmission on my 98 Eclipse is this fluid. Okay. Now you can use, there's people recommend use other things, but if you go to the dealer, they'll recommend you to use their fluid. And their fluid, their transmission fluid is not cheap, all right? It's $25 a quart. I'm not gonna buy 3/4 of that. That's $75 right there for just doing transmission oil change. Okay. Well, I can buy 3/4 of this manual synchronous transmission fluid, and it's the same spec, same viscosity for transmission fluid on my transmission. 3/4 of this only costs like $40. Okay, about $40. But it's a good kind of oil because it's Amsoil. Now Amsoil is a big brand too. So just do your fully research. Just research, see what you like. There's people recommend you to use Royal Purple transmission manual transmission fluid. Don't use gear oil. As you see in the manual, it says gear oil for other models like the turbo model. The turbo model use gear oil, or my convertible model, which is a 2.4 liter. They use different oil too for their transmission. And automatic transmission is different. There's people recommend me to use, even a mechanic like online somewhere, they recommend everyone to use ATF plus 4, Mulbar ATF plus 4. I think that's not right because that's ATF, automatic transmission fluid. I don't want to put no automatic transmission fluid in my manual transmission. So I come with other solution, which is either the Amsoil's Synchromesh or Roy Pobo. There's other people recommend to use like Voline, or it depends on what you like. It's your judgment. Use your judgment. What kind of oil you want to use for your transmission. But there's really gonna be 3 choice at the most. Okay. Now this is one of the best one. Um, when you go online on Amsoil, read the description. This oil will take my transmission. They have a whole list of transmission, but I saw NVT350 transmission, my manual transmission for my Eclipse on there, and the part number was right too. They took some Chrysler part number that was matching too. They have a couple of Chrysler part number fluid. I saw part number ending 65, which is for my transmission, and also I saw Chrysler part number 64 too. This fluid would take it too. So just do your research and read all the description. And this is the right fluid for my manual transmission on my 98 Eclipse. This is about the closest one, and it's only $13 a quart. Okay. Now let's move on with the Breakin oil. My engine is just rebuilt, so you don't have to use Breakin oil if you don't want to, but people recommend to use. People been using Breakin oil after they rebuild their engine or their race engine or whatever. My engine is just stock. It's not built to race. I didn't have the turbo or anything, but I was still gonna use the Breakin oil. Now this Amsoil Breakin oil for engine builders, non-friction modifiers, protect cams, seat rings, high zinc formula is SAE30. It's not the same SAE30 like every other oil out there. This is special too. I think it's probably synthetic too, but I'm not sure about that yet. But I heard it's synthetic. But it's Breakin oil. Don't use the oil stabilizer, that additive. Don't use that. Use the Breakin oil. That's what I've been told, because the oil stabilizer will mix the oil. You don't need to mix any more with your oil. This Breakin oil is like stock oil. It's like regular oil. It don't have additive in there, so it's good to use for Breakin. That's why it's called Breakin oil. Use your first time rebuilding your engine. I'm gonna put 4.5 quart of this Breakin oil, like the menu say. It takes 4.5 quart of engine fluids on my capacity of my engine there. So pull 4.5 of this quart. I bought 5 quart. Pull 4.5 of it and have it run, crank it up for like an hour or so. It says to use, don't drive it over 1,000 miles. So I'll use this to drive it too. I don't want to dump and waste it after like a 30-minute crank up or something. While the oil prime, so when you put this in, the oil will prime too. When you're trying to crank it up, it'll prime until it start up. Okay, let it idle. Do some research, how you're gonna start up, and doing the Breakin oil and stuff like that. Do your research. I'm not gonna tell you too much about it. I have limits on minutes I'm gonna upload my video on YouTube, so I'm just gonna go kind of quick with this information here. But put the Breakin oil in, have it run for an hour or so, or you can drive it up to 500 or 1,000 miles only. Don't drive over than that, and then just dump the Breakin oil out and change, just like you're changing oil with the oil filter, new oil filter too, and put in whatever oil you like. Go synthetic if you want to. I will go synthetic because my engine is like 0 miles. It's like a new engine. It's just rebuilt, so I'll probably go synthetic like everyone else will do too. You can go premium conventional oil if you want to. It doesn't really matter, but most people will go synthetic. So done with the Breakin oil there. Do your full research on the Breakin oil. Next is the power steering fluid. Now I know we took out the power steering system in my car, but we'll probably have to put it back on again, because the rule at the state here, they recommend I need to have the power steering system back on. So we'll put that back on and change in the fluid too. Now the power steering fluid in the manual, they recommend to use Dextron 2, right? Automatic transmission fluid, Dextron 2 for power steering fluid. I use the Amsoil. It's automatic, synthetic automatic transmission fluid, multi-vehicle. There's two choices. It's either this one or the one that says signature online if you check. This it's a little bit cheaper than the other one. It's like 10 bucks. The other one like 13 bucks. Okay, but I like to use the Amsoil. I like to try it out Amsoil this time on my rebuild. So I didn't buy any, AutoZone fluid out there or even the dealer because it's too expensive. I'm not trying to put down dealer price or whatever, but I'm just making this video so some of you guys can save some money out there and it's alternative. Okay, so please don't take that as something against you guys at the dealer or so. Okay, I'm just trying to help people out here, people who don't know, people trying to save some bucks. Okay, thank you. Okay, back to the power steering. So that's it. I will use this for when I'm doing the power steering flush there, and order more if you need more. It might take more than one quart for the system. Next is the Amsoil Dominator Coolant Boost. Okay, I've been told to use this, pour this whole bottle into with the coolant. Now my radiator is gonna be new, all my coolant mix is gonna be new. I'm gonna pour this whole bottle with that, but I'll probably do a flush before this. So I'll do a radiator flush first because I know my engine in there is it's not so clean up. It still has some deposit in there. So I'll flush it first, and then I'll use this bottle with the new coolant fluid. And this bottle of coolant boost will stay on there until you change the radiator fluid again next time. Okay. Also the same with this bottle of Amsoil Performance Improver Gasoline Additive Concentrate. This bottle, pour this bottle into the tank and fill up the tank, and have this bottle of additive in there for good. Okay, it'll burn out, it'll clean out all the injection once you use this bottle, and just fill up the tank. Remember to fill it up, and when it dries, it'll clean up by itself through the injector and all that, with the gas, with the fuel system. Okay, it probably clean the fuel filter, the fuel pump, the fuel filter too, and the fuel tank, I hope. I hope, because my fuel tank been sitting for a while, for a few years, so I don't know how it's gonna, what it's gonna do, like if it's gonna crank up or not. I hope it will. Let's just hope so. And that's about it in my video. I want to see if I leave anything or any information out didn't tell you guys, but that's about it. So just do fully research on Amsoil if you really like, to use their product on your first rebuild, or with your new engine, or with your new car, whatever, old car, you can use Amsoil product. And or you can choose to use dealer product if you want to, or the AutoZone. It's up to you. Okay, I'm just having to make this video because I bought a lot of Amsoil product this week, and I like to share with you guys what I do some fully research. I come up with a conclusion to use what kind of oil I use for my my 98 Eclipse rebuild here. Okay, so this is like the closest fluid that I come up with for my rebuild. Alright guys, that's it. It's 15 minutes. I'm gonna upload this video after this, and I hope you guys like the video. Please subscribe, like my channel, my Auto Modified Sport channel, and see you guys in my next video. It's me, Young Leo Akio, is signing out for now. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye now.